Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Skarmory with Steel Wing, which has been buffed. It is going to be better now. So let's see what we have going on here. I did just power this up. I didn't have it actually made. The IVs are absolutely horrible. That is the reason why I hadn't made it previously. But we're just going to go ahead and jump into this. We'll just have higher attack and less defense product, so whatever. Pairing it up with Greedent here, as well as, what else we got here? Shadow Ampharos. Now, we're going to be switching those up in a little while so we can see how the lineups of Pokemon switch that they do throw at me here, so we can kind of get a little bit of a different matchup here. But with that said, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it if you can do that. It really does help out the channel immensely. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. All right, so they're going to be bringing in that Whimsicott. Yeah, that is... yeah, it's gonna not want to see Skarmory really at all. Okay, so they're gonna be immediately backing out. There's really nothing they can do in this situation. Skarmory completely walls it. All right, next game. So we do have two grass moves, and what we're doing is trying to kind of manipulate the situation here with the grass move in the back on the Greedent, so we can potentially pull up waters or flyers here. So yeah, anyways, let's keep it going and see what we have. They're gonna be shielding that up. Now, they can go for a Surf, which will not KO. It's going to do a lot of damage, and obviously they're not going to go for Thunderbolt. They're going to be using two shields. All right, we're going to go ahead and let this go here. Let's see if we can survive and get to a Brutal Swing, because, oh my goodness, we don't need to go for another Trailblaze, but we do not survive. All right, now I could have went for the Body Slam. Yes, I understand this, but I let it go because I want to farm up a little bit more here, so we have freaking Body Slam. But this guy gets to another Surf, so I screwed up big time. And not only do I screw up, but they swap into their own Skarmory here. Now, this is not going to be a Shadow one on their end, but yeah, everything is resisted on both of these moves that we do have. But yeah, see what we got going on here. We don't want to go for a Brave Bird because we don't want to lower our stats, as we're still going to be able to kind of take these hits. Even though I shield up, I could have went for a Brave Bird, so we're like, what are you doing? Steel Wing's not very effective. They wouldn't have KO'd you there. So I kind of like, I guess I didn't, because we win that matchup. Okay, looking good. Oh, they got a Whiscat. I needed that to be in the back. I literally needed a water and ground type so I can do that much damage. All right, so we're going to be getting that off and going for a Body Slam. Greedent still holding on to its health, and we get to another Body Slam. Good thing we built up all that energy in the beginning, so I guess it worked out in the end, and we take that win. Let's go. Now we're going to go unedited here in a little while so you can see the nonsense. All right, so we're met with an Umbreon, and this is... fine, I guess. It's not that bad of a matchup. They will be able to beat me for sure, but we will be able to also do a lot of damage before we do go down. Now, of course, we're going to be going for Trailblaze, as, you know, Brutal Swing's not very effective. I will shield this up to see if we can get a shield out of them as well, and if we do win this matchup, we will have raised our attack by 2 stages. Let's see what they want to do. They're going to shield it up, as I figured. Now we can go for a Brutal Swing, but they're going to be able to outpace us to their charge move, so we'll let it go. Definitely don't want to use that last shield. I do believe I bring in Skarmory here and I farm them all the way down. They do get to a charge move, but we're going to come out of this with a good amount of energy. Having such high attack on the Skarmory is making it even more squishier than it typically is. This is not the IVs you want to go with, but again, this is all I have to work with frustration removed. So we are going to go ahead and go for that Brave Bird and swap into our Greedent here. Go for a Body Slam. Could have made it to a damn Trailblaze, but guess I didn't want to do that. It's still a secret. They don't know I have it. They go for a Mud Bomb, as they do bring in their Quagsire. We're going to go for this super effective Trailblaze, and they let it go. Let's go. They're still holding on to 1 shield. They won't be able to KO us here, and Skarmory will be able to finish off that Azumarill, as it is still in the yellow. I think Greedent might actually take care of business here, although that Azumarill does have energy, so I suspect they're going to shield this up, farm me down. If I recall this, all right, never mind, we just swap immediately. We don't even give them the time of day to farm all that energy up so they can hit us. So we bring it in and take them out. Let's keep it going here. I enjoyed it. Steel Wing on this thing was pretty fun. Probably want to try out my better IV product, Skarmory non-Shadow, as it is going to be rank 1 for the Great League now because of Steel Wing. Pretty freaking crazy, right? It's making a return. Skarmory, I mean, at one point in time, it was literally the best, and then it kind of went down for a while, and they buffed it again, and now it's right back at where we're at. Look at the damage here. Carbinks, Fairy, and Rock, so it's going to be taking 4 times the damage, and look at how we're just digging into them. Unbelievable. Now, we did use our shield there, but we are loaded up on energy, which is going to threaten, whatever they have, unless they have a steel or a rock or an electric, which I don't have because they're bringing in their Gligar here. All right, so we're going to get a shield out of them. We are shieldless at this point, so what do they got? Aerial Ace, not very effective. We immediately swap so they can't farm up a little bit more, bringing in that Medicham. Going to go for that Body Slam here, as we're going to be getting Stab and getting that shield too. Now we're playing a shieldless battle, getting to the next Body Slam. I mean, if they don't have Dynamic Punch, yeah, we're looking fine. Greedent, let's go, baby. This thing is amazing. It could technically be a Greedent video. So if you do not have one of these, I urge you to maybe get a good IV one, because it's definitely something you want on your team. All right, so they're going to be able to take me out here. We bring in the Ampharos and get to the Brutal Swing, and we'll be able to take this win here, and we're looking good. Still have the Skarmory in the back too. Do believe this is going to be a 5-0 here, and nope, 4-1. Okay, I didn't show that last part there at the end with where I didn't get the last win, but hey, 4 is good enough for me. Next game, we do have a Lantern. Sounds good. We've got that grass in the back pulling up that water. This is perfect. We like this matchup here, as we do resist the electric, but the Surf is sure going to do a decent amount of damage as we are Shadow, building up a lot of energy here so we can almost hit these kind of back to back. We need to get off of 1 more Volt Switch, or 2 more actually, and they're pacing us. Damn, that's a son of a gun. Now, I don't even think we need to go for Trailblaze. Yeah, I was going to hit it, but I realized, yeah, they're pretty low. So we're going to go ahead and go Brutal Swing and then hit another Brutal Swing here. Oh, we're going Trailblaze. What did they show me? Show me super effective. Oh, it's Stunfisk. Okay, that works. Now, I am going to swap so they can't farm the hell out of me, and also our Quick Move's not very effective. Greedent does have Mud Shot here, plus the Trailblaze, which is going to be a better combination for us, so we're going to go ahead and go for that. I build up a little, what happens here? I think I farm up more and then go for Body Slam. Okay, yeah, we make it so we have 2 Body Slams ready to go. This is not very effective, but, we raised our attack, plus they're so low, so obviously it's going to KO. Then I immediately go for another Body Slam. Remember that we did raise our attack, and we're KOing the damn Lantern, and they have a Jump Bluff in the back, which is going to get absolutely dominated by the Skarmory. There's nothing they can do. Now, in this case, you would want Wing Attack. You want a Flying Quick Move, but Steel Wing is definitely what you're going to want to run from now on the Skarmory. And of course, we're taking that win. Next game, a Sandslash, a Lowland. Okay, so Skarmory doesn't necessarily want to see it too much because of the Ice Punch, and because we're Shadow too, right? So we do need to look out for the Drill Run that will KO. We're going to let it go though, because I figured let's just bring a Skarmory. How much does Steel Wing do? Unfortunately, not able to farm them down here. So I will shield it up, okay, so we can maintain that health, and they do swap and lock themselves. Oh, no, they don't. We KO them. They immediately bring it in without wasting time, and then they swap into the Pelipper. I am locked in here, though. Oh, boy. So we raise our attack. Oof. All right, let's see what we have going on here. They have 2 shields left, so now we've raised our attack. This Body Slam is going to pretty much almost KO them. Well, not quite. It's going to bring them into the red, but they're going to be using their first shield. This Weather Ball's not going to KO. I think we get to another one. Beautiful. Let's go. Greedent putting in that damn work, baby. And they're letting it go. I swap into the Skarmory here and let this go. Okay, good call. And beautiful. All right, so the reason why we let it go is because the Quagsire's Quick Move is really not doing much, and we don't need to worry about it. I go for the Brave Bird. They use their last damn shield. Let's see if another Brave Bird is going to be enough to KO this Quagsire here, non-Shadow on their end. Let's go Skarmory plus Stab, and one-shots them pretty much, and we take the win. Let's go. Next game, what do we have here? Oh, yep, that's exactly what we want to see. Okay, beautiful. Now the Skarmory doesn't want anything to do with that, but it's still going to be taking out Talonflames. Don't even worry about that. We'll see that here in a minute. They're going to be shielding up the first Brutal Swing. We should be able to outpace them here, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up and get to the next one. Do they want to double shield their Talonflame? That is the question. Nope, letting it go and bringing in their own Greedent. Okay, sounds good to me. We're going to go for that Brutal Swing again. There's really no need to go for the Trailblaze at this point. And I was like, I don't want to lock myself, and I figure they're going to farm me down, so we'll just let it happen. They have energy, and I bring in the Skarmory. They're retreating with energy on that gradient and bringing in their own Skarmory here. Now, what's going on? Why are neither of us throwing? Because he was waiting for me to go for that and debuff, but I'm going to swap and lock and catch. Hey, but it's only a Sky attack. A Brave Bird at this point will not kill. It'll be close, but it's not Shadow, and we're greeted. So we're shielding it up, going for the Body Slam. We are shieldless at this point, and they have all that energy on their Greedent here, which they still can't KO me. There's really nothing they can do. We get to the Body Slam, and this is pretty much a wrap here. What are they going to hit me with? Nah, I don't know if a Crunch is even enough to take out the Skarmory, to be honest, because Greedent doesn't have high attack. That's not where it's at. It's all about the defense. So, yeah, let's see what they do. Okay, yeah, still doing a decent amount of damage. Sheesh. Okay, yeah, they did raise their attack. Going for the Sky attack to take the win. And we're looking good. Let's keep it moving here. Folks, if you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you do so. I really do appreciate that. Next game met with a Mew. This is fine, but the thing about Mew is you never know what the damn thing is going to have, so you kind of just need to play it safe and usually shield it up. And we do have Brutal Swing, which is super effective. Going to go for that first one here. They let it go, and they bring in their Ninetales with Charm. So this kind of threw me off a bit. I was thinking I wanted to swap into the Skarmory, but I'm not going to lock myself, so we'll just do the Trailblaze damage and then bring in the Skarmory to farm them down, and they don't even get to throw a charge move, and they do have a Greninja in the back. So what we're going to have to do here is play a little bit of mind games with them. We're going to let that go. I could have went for the Brave Bird. I don't know why I didn't. They're going to shield anyways, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for that and swap. Now, what we're going to have to do here is bait them. We're going to go build up to the Trailblaze, and then we're going to go Body Slam. They're going to shield this up. Then we're going to go Trailblaze and KO them and take the win. Looking good. You know what? Dogs are the most precious things in the world. I don't. They're so loyal. Athena will literally sit in the most uncomfortable position just to be closer to me when she has a perfectly comfortable therapeutic bed right over in the corner. It's like, I guess that's what loyalty looks like. Sacrifice for the person that you love. They don't even think about themselves, sweethearts. All right, anyway, what do we have here? Oh, this is pretty interesting. We have a super effective versus super effective, except for they can spam it harder. And yeah, so we're going for that Trailblaze. They let it go. We're going to go for that Brutal Swing here now. They shield it up, and they're going to be able to farm me down. Oh, wait a minute. That's Thunder Shock. Nope, they're not going to be able to. So they're going to be forced to throw again, which is perfect. So now we're going to be able to bring in the Greedent here. I wouldn't say we're going to be able to farm them down. We're just going to get to this Body Slam as soon as possible so they can't hit me with anything here. And we're getting rid of the main threat as of now to the Skarmory. And it spoke too soon because there's another threat to it right there. That's going to be the Ninetales with fire moves. Fire Spin was buffed too, right? Yeah, it sure was. Damn, they did all kinds of interesting things for this season. But really quick here, as you take a look at this battle, this is actually going to be a pretty awesome one. And we'll talk about it after this. Hold up. All right, so we swap into the Skarmory. I figured their shield is at this point, so I had to play it like this. Now, we're going to shield this up because we don't want to take that Hydro Cannon damage plus the Fire Spin damage, which is going to absolutely annihilate me. So we're building up a lot of energy, going for the Brave Bird, and then we get to the Sky attack. We're taking out the Swampert and the Ninetales with the Skarmory and taking the win. All right, now take a look at these battles here as I discuss what I was going to say here. So when it comes down to each season and them switching up the moves and debuffing, adding damage and making it so they gain more energy and making some so they gain less energy. This is their game plan. Quite literally, this is what they're going to do every season. So, I mean, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I wouldn't call it either. I would call it a extremely manipulated meta. Okay, they literally choose what is going to be good and what is going to be bad for each season. It's a little annoying and it's completely unbalanced. It's just off of a whim. Okay, anyways, that's how I feel about that. Great lead up against the Mantang. Okay, but they start hitting me with hard counters big time. So that's when I switch up my team to the Venusaur Frenzy Plants. Let's go, Team Frenzy Plant. If you got a shirt, let me know. Some people were DMing me, showing me the pictures of them wearing the Venusaur shirt. I can't believe it that I actually am doing things like this. I know it's not like some crazy design, but it's just awesome to have supporters like this. So I appreciate all of you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take out that Galarian Stunfisk, and our attack is raised here, so we're going to keep on throwing these body slams, getting a shield out of them. All right, so I was listening to the audio. I kind of just stopped it just now, and the microphone, it's not working. I'm losing my freaking mind over here, folks. It's not the mic that I got, it's the damn cable. This Rode mic is amazing. The cable that I got was the most janky-ass thing I ever seen, so sorry about the audio this time. All right, but getting back into this here, kind of annoying. I can't stand this, man. You pay all this money for this stuff and it just doesn't work. Shouldn't be too bad though, right? And we got a 5-0. Great lead up against that Tentacruel. They're going to be swapping into a Vigoroth. We're going to go ahead and just do a little bit of damage to them and then bring in the Skarmory here. Now, Rock Slide. Yep, exactly. That's what I suspected here. Come on, farming them down. Damn, Steel Wing is just killing it. Is killing it. Now, if they bring back Tentacruel, we're still going to be good here. Now, we can go Brave Bird, and we don't have to worry because that Poison Jab is not very effective, and they're not going to farm me down. Getting a shield out of them. Getting to another Brave Bird here. Show me two. Do you want a double shield? Nope. Down goes the Tentacruel. That thing's tanky. Now, they played this correctly. I was thinking, damn, can you see what I have in the back line? Sometimes I'm just like a little skeptical on some of these people. I'm like, I don't know, man. You call that? Really? You call that shit? Okay. Anyway, they do have this in the back, this Ferrothorn, which is going to completely shut me down in every single way possible. Skarmory doesn't have enough health to do anything. It's just going to get farmed down. So what we're going to have to do is keep spamming the hell out of them with Body Slam here. And then it's going to be all up to the Ampharos. All right. So we're going to use our shields. We still have 2 here. So we're looking okay, I suppose. But the Ferrothorn can farm up very fast, so we do need to be careful on that. Going for the Brutal Swing. Sounds good to me. And shielding it up. And we are farming them down. Let's go. Taking that win. All right, now we're going to switch the team up here. Let's see what we have. Putting the Lantern in the back. Venusaur up front. Watch what they gave me first. Oh, that happened. Yeah, they're like, whoa, cannot compute. We were trying to track your other team, so we're just going to kick you out. First game with the Venusaur up front. What do we have? Drapion with Ice Fang. Get the actual F out of here. That Helen freaking manipulated garbage hard mode account crap. Okay, so at this point, the battles before the Venusaur, we were getting hard countered. So it's about time to give us a good lead here with the Jellicent. And we do have the Lantern in the back. Again, I'm trying to manipulate it with the Electric in the back and trying to pull up water up front. Now, it can go both ways. I can pull up a Flyer because it can throw something that is weak as well as super effective too in the front and the back. So we're taking the win up against that Miltank there. They're bringing back that Jellicent. We're going to go straight for the Brave Bird. There's really no point to go for Fly here. Doing a ton of damage. I think they're going to farm me down. Unfortunately, yeah, they do. What is it going to be? We go in here with the Lantern because we're at least going to be able to let this go. Oh, I shielded up. What do you got in the back? That's over. Yeah, Talonflame. It's a wrap. And we manipulated it. Very good. Let's see if we can keep it going here. What are we going to be met with? A freaking confusion user. This is my life, man. Like, this is literally it. Like, but you just had a good lead. Yeah, after 2 bad ones, actually. So, okay. What do we got going on here? Going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt. Now, the Skarmory will be good up against it. I mean, Thunder Punch isn't going to be good, or Fire Punch isn't going to be great either, if they do have that. But we will resist the confusion at the end of the day. Obviously, Venusaur doesn't want to go up against this thing whatsoever. Pretty sure we shield this up to see if we can win this matchup here. They go for another Shadow Ball. Going for the Surf. What's happening here, folks? Pretty sure they double shield this. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, so we'll let it go. For sure. We're going to farm them down with Venusaur now. Going to bring that in here. Shadow Venusaur. Fine, whip them down. We're just going to have to take 1 confusion. That's fine. Didn't really do much damage. Frostlass is going to get one-shotted by Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant everything, folks. Good night. Sleep tight. Skarmory one-shotting them at the end with the Steel Wing. And they have a Toxapex in the back, which is not looking good for them as we do resist the quick move. Straight up Brave Bird here. Now, I think I let this skull. I don't remember. Do I shield it? I let it go. All right, sweet. I was just kind of pushing the limits and seeing what it can take here after we did debuff ourselves. And that was a pretty good absorption of that move, I suppose. All right, looking good. And continuing on here. Alright, folks, last game, Lantern. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Venusaur's going to crush it. They're swapping into a Tentacruel. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw Frenzy Plant here and then swap into the Lantern. And we're looking good. Oh, yeah, we're looking real good. We'll let this go. Yeah, they lower my attack. No problem, no problem. Building up a little bit of extra energy here. I'm going to go for that Thunderbolt. What do they want to bring in? Grass or that Lantern? There it is. I forgot. All right. And exactly. It was grass. Sweet. So we'll bring in the Skarmory. And this game is already over here. Now, I will say that the Earthquake on the Shadow Meganium could do a lot of damage. So I let that Frenzy Plant go. They swap into their Lantern. I build up more energy. Swap into the Venusaur. This is way over, actually. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this has been over since we saw the Venusaur up against the Lantern. And Frenzy Plant. They shield it up using their last shield here. I'm going to shield this up too. And I think Venusaur is the one that takes this win here for us. I think, if I recall this correctly. Frenzy Plant this, and then we'll Frenzy Plant the Meganium, and that will be enough. And yes, yep, that is exactly what's happening here. All right, so we do have another match. I thought that was the last one. Okay, we're going to see another one here. And a Zoom roll. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah, boy. Putting that Lantern in the back really did help me out. Going for the Frenzy Plant. They let it go. Oh, I see what they have going on here. So I'm not going to accept that. So I immediately swap and they bring in a Quagsire. And I'm thinking to myself, did I just screw up here? So we're going to lose this matchup. We're definitely not going to shield. We're not going to try to win it because they're just going to outpace us. And then at that point, we're going to be shieldless. At least we still have hope with the Shadow Skarmory that we do have in the back. So what we're going to do here is farm them down with the Venusaur. And we're just going to... One thing that does shut down Shadow Venusaur is going to be Skarmory. That is literally one of the few things in this game that just completely knocks it back. So we're going to go Sludge as the grass is massively resisted and the poison is going to only be resisted by the steel. So it's going to be within your best interest to go with that. All right, bringing in the Skarmory. They go Flash Cannon. As soon as I saw that, I figured, I was like, this is... Nah, we're going to be able to pull this off. We're going to take the win here, right? So we're continuing on. They're not going to be able to quick move us down. Really, or outpace us if they're throwing flash cannons like that. So it started to lag and I was thinking to myself, isn't that interesting? Right when they're about to realize they're gonna lose, but it could have been the game and I'm chalking it up to be the game. So I bring in the Venusaur to catch this here. And that's a wrap, folks. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Shadow Skarmory putting in that work. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!